Hey guys, drdecks here. Today I want to talk to you about 5 ways to become a better deck builder, or maybe you want to get into this industry, but you don't know quite how to do it. We're going to go over some ideas for you to maybe get you going on the right path. If you like this video, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Thank you very much for coming to our channel. All right, so the first thing that we were talking about is basically watching videos that are available on the internet for free. So I've been doing this for 32 years, 33 years, and back then there wasn't really an internet to go to. We had a couple books here and there, but watching videos and watching them several times over to make sure you're clear on every step of the way. So we're just going to use building a deck as an example, because that's what we do. So you might watch a video about how to build a deck, and you'll start with the footing details, and maybe just watch that section, watch the whole video once, but then watch that footing section over and over again until you understand completely what that means. And then you can go to the next step of framing up the deck. But I usually, like, if I'm watching a video on how to learn how to do something on the internet, I'll watch the video over several times, and then I'll watch that particular section once or twice more that I have to start with. I won't go into the entire how-to of the entire video. I'll just go into that segment that I need to work on and master that first. Finding people to work for, unless you're doing this for yourself, you're a DIYer and you're doing it in your own backyard, that's great. But if you want to do it professionally, or maybe you want to learn how to do something and do it on the side, you're going to need to find people to be able to do that with. So my next suggestion would be that you ask some family or friends if they need any work done that you're trying to do. Like if you want to build a fence for somebody, or you want to build a deck, then you can actually tell them, yeah, I'm learning how to do this. I'm very interested in figuring this out. Would you be willing to let me come over and do something for you to try to make my experience better? So that's one way to improve your skill set, is actually working for friends and family. While you're creating this structure for your friends and family, you might consider building yourself a social media page. We use Instagram and YouTube pretty much. Those are our 2 main sources of social media. And have a nice page, document everything you do when you're building these structures so that you can put them on your page and show others what you're capable of doing. So it's a great way. We do daily updates on all of our builds. We show people how and what we're doing, not necessarily to teach anyone, just documenting our journey. It's a great way to show prospective clients and future people that you're going to build for what you've done in the past. Something that I do for every project is I have an accurate plan or design. It is very important, in my opinion, that you have something that you can reflect back on to make sure you're not forgetting anything, that you're putting your footings in the correct location, that you're making your joists the right spacing, your beam spacing. Everything is according to plan. So make sure that you have something written down, ready to go, so that you know exactly what you're doing while you're doing it. If you're doing a fence, make sure you have the right size posts, the right cross members, the right fencing materials. All that stuff should be written down somewhere, and on a napkin if you have to, just to make sure that you're doing the right thing at the right place at the right time. Just something to have an accurate plan is something that I definitely recommend that you have. And if you're really interested in learning the finer points of carpentry, consider taking a class. Your local community college will offer sometimes night courses that you can take about construction or carpentry, or even a day class if you have the time to do that, and learn a little bit more about the proper ways to construct and build things. I think more that's going to be in home building and house building, but general carpentry skills are always handy regardless if you're building a deck or a fence or a house, or you're framing a shed, or whatever project you have going on. There's some general knowledge that you're going to need to know about power tools and framing techniques and how to use a speed square and how to mark things out, just so you're clear on what you're doing while you're doing it. So on top of using those videos, if you still don't have the confidence to go out and do this, maybe consider taking a course that you can learn a little bit more about construction techniques. There's one other thing, and this isn't so much something that you need to know as far as how to do something. It's something you need to know that you should be willing to do, and that is failure. Be willing to fail. You're gonna do something over and over and over again, but don't get discouraged, because that's how you become a better carpenter, is by learning the right way to do things and the wrong way to do things. If you do something wrong or you make a mistake, no big deal. Chalk it up to experience and do it again. We fail all the time. We fail every week. We redo things every week. So don't be afraid to make those failures so that you can learn from those mistakes and become a better carpenter. And here's one last tidbit for you guys. If you're just starting out, and I get this question a lot, how much did you charge for that, doctor? Well, I charge for 32 years of experience for that. And I'm never gonna give away my clients' investment costs online. You have to figure out your time and your materials. That's the way I would start out. If I didn't know how much to charge somebody for something, I would figure out how much all the supplies are gonna cost, and plus your nails and your hardware and your brackets and all that stuff. And then I would figure out an hourly rate that you think you're worth, or that your value has, and how much you wanna charge for that, and then calc it out, and then when you're done with that project, figure out how many hours you had, how much money you made, was it worth your time, and go from there. And if it's not, then adjust accordingly. And make sure you're covering all those little things, the hidden costs like business licenses and construction contracts and licenses and all the other things in business. Like if you're gonna make a legitimate business out of it, you know, we have accountants and attorneys and all that stuff as well. So you gotta make sure you're covering your costs for all that and make a wage so you can live. There you go, guys. I hope that helps some people out there that are maybe new to this and want to learn a little bit more about how to possibly go out on their own, or just learning how to be a better carpenter. If you like this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out fresh content. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.